It's happened already. Second episode in and already the system has been broken. The two videos in question today were submitted by Cameo Shadowness and they meet the requirements to be reviewed in this series since they are competently made, for what they are. I won't be spending this video pointing out obvious and comical flaws. In fact, it was hard to think of anything to say until I realised that this presents a good opportunity to examine exactly what it means to be a critic and the role that we play. In many ways, the work of a critic is easy. Some might say it's all about who has the most charisma and who can speak the loudest, and in reality there is no more abstract value to our opinion than that of any other random individual, and okay, there is an element of truth in that. However, there is also a deeper level to it, but let's get into the body of the review. So the videos sent to me were two pony AMVs, which in this case I believe stands for anime music video. I've seen similar works referred to simply as pony music videos before. The format is basically a load of MLP clips stuck together over a piece of music, which is about as impressive as it sounds. The first of these is a one-clip challenge called Astronomical Twilight is in Control, which as the title suggests is one clip cut and spliced up over a Halsey song. Technically speaking, it should be incredibly difficult to mess up something so simple, and there are no major problems here, apart from perhaps that the resolution is so low. The music complements Midnight Twilight well, and the editing feels cohesive. The second entry, Don't Threaten Spike with a Good Time, leaves more of an impression, as this time multiple clips are used from different episodes. It's nice to see that they are linked together by a consistent theme, which appears to be Spike enjoying himself too much and the consequences of that. There is one clip which jarringly appears with a large border for some reason, and again the resolution is low, but these are all minor complaints when compared to the main kicker, which is that I don't like this type of content. I just don't. It holds no appeal for me. Now this created a methodological crisis of sorts, because contrary to what some would argue, the job of a critic is not just about spouting your personal likes and dislikes backed up by a series of sophisticated sounding qualifiers, or at least it shouldn't be. Other people place value on our opinion for a good reason, because when we write or record a review, we're not just asking if we enjoyed something, we're asking if others would enjoy it too. That's the responsibility we owe to every individual who gives us any credibility. I hesitate to use the word objectivity, since there is no such thing as true objectivity where a value judgment is involved, as we've previously established. But to a good review, a reasoned argument will always outweigh personal tastes. But is this really just a case of personal preference, or is it something more? Back in the early days of this channel, I made a video on why YouTube poops suck, for which I had strong justification. See, I'm already very good at constructing a well-reasoned argument, and if I don't enjoy something, even if that something happens to be an entire genre of videos, it's usually indicative that something is wrong. The reason this specific brand of PMVs does not work is firstly there is no talent in it. When I look at an Alan Krytek's pony music video, I am in awe of someone who knows their craft intricately. But this, I could make this in an afternoon. And what's more, mashing up an MLP clip over a piece of music does not add anything refreshing to the experience of the show. There is nothing new or unique here, especially when it is all taken from the same scene anyway. Not to mention there is also an oversaturation of these types of video, perhaps because they are an easy compromise for bronies who want to make their contribution to the community but lack the means or ability to do so. Ultimately, while another critic might be able to give you a higher score for this content, I, however, cannot. I'm Midnight Chimes. Stay inquisitive.